unstoppable, yeah. Yeah, I'm unstoppable, yeah. Yeah, I'm unstoppable, yeah. Hey, yeah. Yeah, I'm unstoppable, yeah. Yeah, I'm unstoppable.
Okay, so hi guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please like, share, and subscribe. That'll mean the world to me. So as you guys can tell by the title, it is very serious, very dramatic, because I feel like this video is very serious. It is very dramatic. It's currently like 10:45 a.m. and I just really feel like God has placed this on my heart, and yeah, I just feel like it's that time to open up. On my channel, I told you guys I am creating this series called Lonnie Talks or Lonnie Speaks, and experiences from my life on my journey to how I got to where I am right now. I don't want my titties to be showing, but I really wanted this series to be very serious and very relatable topics. So basically I want to be talking to you guys about, you know, drug addiction, drug abuse, things of this nature. Now, I have never really been like, you know, a drug head and things of this nature. Now, okay, everything, what is that word? In moderation. But in my younger days, which I know a lot of you guys could relate, okay, a lot of drinking, a lot of turning up, and I can't believe that I'm even having the confidence to like open up and like tell you guys about this, but I feel like it's very necessary, okay? And like I said, God has put this on my heart because I'm not this person. Like, I'm not that version of myself, if that makes sense. Definitely a whole new chapter, a whole new person, you know, in my life right now, and it feels really refreshing and really amazing, and I'm so grateful that I got away from that toxicity. Now, I would say the year of 2015, this is when, you know, I started, you know, kind of, that 2015 is the year that I graduated from high school, and, you know, I definitely, you know, was smoking weed. I started smoking pot, and I had traveled to my dad's in Charlotte, North Carolina when I had graduated, because he came to my graduation, and me and my sisters definitely, like, I just started smoking because they smoked. And a lot of my environments and the people who I would hang around, and I'm a Pisces, very sensitive, I can, you know, very mutable, I will mirror you, I will turn into you, I will do what you do, especially because I had a very weak will, let's just say, like back then, very naive, very gullible, things of this nature, okay? And, you know, never really did any hardcore drugs ever in my life. Like I said, when I first graduated, I started smoking pot, okay? And a lot of people been smoking pot, so like, you know, at least I made it a couple years before I started. But yeah, so I traveled to my dad, started smoking, came back, and like was just smoking. You feel me? And fun story, I actually, like, whenever I went to my dad's house, I actually pissed on myself because I was laughing so much because I was like high for the first time, okay? But basically, like, I was done with it, and then I came back to where I live now, which is Alabama, and like, it was just a habit. It just created a habit. I just smoked every day. I got high every single day, and I have no problems with weed till this day. That would be something that I would prefer over alcohol and just man-made things. But in the past, in 2015, 2017, 2015, 2016, 2 years of, or that year, it was just, things escalated, things spiraled down, you know. I met my baby daddy, and this is crazy that I'm telling you this, but I feel like I have to, like, this is going to help somebody, okay? This is just me telling my experience so you guys can kind of get to know me more. And also, I know it's gonna help somebody, okay? Because I know I'm not the only person who went through this. Now, like I said, not really a drug addict, but like whenever I first started smoking weed, that opened doors. People said that like smoking weed is a gateway drug, right? So I met my baby daddy, he smoked. Whenever I got back, he was the plug or whatever, and definitely was smoking every day with him, you know, and I love the high. And then that's when, you know, weed really is a gateway, because then I got into different things. Now I started smoking cigarettes, like just ew. I quit smoking cigarettes like 4 months ago, and I feel so free because that was a habit that I was still carrying. But I'm changing my life, and I'm definitely, like, my life has already changed so much in a year, so I just really want to be my best version of myself. Definitely like being on the spiritual journey that I'm on right now. But that is what got me here, okay? But waking up spiritually, I just don't see drinking and doing man-made things like the same anymore. You feel me? And I feel like God does not approve of that, okay? Now I truly do believe, you know, God created everything, right? He created, if he created the plants and the earth, he created ganja. Had to, okay? People like to say the devil's grass, but oh my god, my camera's finna die. So basically, there's been so many like hiccups that's trying to stop me from like, or like prevent me from making this video, but I'm going to get it done. So basically, I started smoking weed, then I started getting into pills. Now I don't know if you guys know Geeks, but you can get them at the Dollar General. Like, this is so just disgusting, and I like this part of me triggers, like, ugh, cringes. But like, I definitely was taking triple C's. Now this Mexican named Jose, he put me onto these, and like basically, and I heard people talking about them, but I was like, ew, never. But then like over time, a couple months, I was doing it because the high is honestly insane. And you know, Pisces, we have a high drug tolerance for, you know, just anything. We like to escape and things of this nature. So basically, you can go to Dollar General, you can even steal them. It's so easy. And like, people, like, I would get people to steal them from me. Like, this is whenever I was my low vibrational self, okay? And basically, you take 4 or you take 8 of them, and you trip really fucking hard. Now you're supposed to eat a full stomach because you're taking 8 pills, 4 pills. Some people take 4, and then you take, like, you take 4 first, then you take the other set of 4. Okay, so 8 in total. And I just remember like one time I didn't get the right one, so I did not get that same high, and I literally took 8 more pills. So like 16, 17, 20 pills in my system. And I remember I didn't like eat for real that day, and I thought that I was going to die. There's been multiple times, 3 times where I thought I was going to die. Well, we will get into that. I'm going to have to chop this up because it's gonna die. But I'm gonna try to get as much out as I can right now. But I remember the first time that I basically overdosed on like them 20 pills was, I was with my friend Zach. We were dating at the time, and I was throwing up. You feel so sick, like the first trip, you get so addicted to it, then you're constantly wanting that, right? So I was constantly trying to get that, and like the 4th time of me doing it, like, I thought I was gonna die. But apparently I wasn't done yet. You feel me? I really should have died, but I made it somehow, which I feel like, looking back, like, it's because of a greater purpose, a greater mission. And I know that El Capitan, which is Polo G, he's a Capricorn. He, you know, is in the public eye, but he suffered from drug abuse and addiction and almost died. So I really just, like, I love to listen to these kind of people because it just motivates me and it helps me and it lets me know I'm not alone, okay? So basically, now this is like, I'm still doing drugs. Now I did, you know, sniff some coke and things of this nature, like, in the past, but like, that's just not me anymore. I'll never do that shit ever fucking again. And You know, I know a lot of people get addicted, but I never really have that like addicting like mindset, because I know better. Like I know not to get addicted to like coke and things of this nature, because that will kill you. Okay, so we're back and we're charged. So basically where I left off was, you know, started taking them triple C's. You can find them at Dollar General. Definitely not promoting, but I would go there. I would even steal some sometimes, you feel me? Or I would get somebody to steal them for me, and I would take them. And that one time that I almost died, I should have died. I thought I would never make it out. Like 4 hours of just being like dead. 4 hours of just being dead. My friend was there to help me at the time, my boyfriend. And yeah, I just was really in rough shape. So I'm pretty sure after that, I think at this time I was like going back and forth. I finally went like back to my baby daddy. I was still taking the triple C's, like 8 pills a day basically, or 8 pills in one day. I'm sorry. I got pregnant and then I had my son. Now this is a very serious moment that I'm going to talk about, because I basically vowed that I would never be taking the triple C's or doing any kind of hardcore drug again. And this was just like normally pills. I wasn't really like a crackhead or a dope head, but I just did like pills, geeks, if you guys know what they are. And basically, and we know that God got me out of that time, because look at me, I have changed so much. You know, my surroundings is me being rewarded for really, you know, just taking off in my spirituality and just in God and our relationship. Because so basically after I had Jalen, very depressed, I wasn't with my partner, I just felt broken, I felt defeated, and I slipped and I went back, and somebody talked me into taking the pills, 8 pills on an empty stomach. On an empty stomach. I told you in the past, first couple times I ate, then I didn't eat. It was the worst trip ever. And this trip, literally, I almost died. I'm talking about seeing the black dot. So I was at a friend's house, a bunch of low vibrational people, but they were young, I was young. I'm pretty sure I was older than the majority of the people, but just a very low vibrational, you know, teens turning up. And somebody younger than me talked me into taking them on an empty stomach. After I had my son, I said I would never do it, and talked me in to taking them on an empty stomach. Wow. That's that gullible and naive mindset, not being consciously aware. Yes, my intuitive gifts were popping back then. What was I listening to them? No. You have a choice whether you want to trust your intuition or not. Everybody has that gift, but you have a choice whether you want to listen, take the heed the warning, or you don't. Okay, and so I did not. I took it on an empty stomach. There was a whole bunch of people there. It was so bad that I was just laying on somebody's couch. Didn't even know them for real. They got me a pot, they got me a rag. I thought I was gonna die. They didn't really give a fuck about me though. Nobody was there. I was just sitting there talking to God, thinking that I was gonna die. Like I couldn't even open my eyes, I couldn't walk, I couldn't move. I was cross-faded because I just took 8 pills on an empty stomach, and like I'm seeing black dots. I just had to fucking lay there. I couldn't do shit else. People were stealing my weed, taking my money, shit like that. Like I thought I was going to die that night, like no cap. And ever since then, I've never touched. I'm completely triggered and traumatized from that experience. I feel like God really just whooped my ass and, you know, got my shit together, because after that I got on my shit. I was on the spiritual journey. God was starting to like talk to me, because what I was going through at the time, I did not fully understand. Like, God, why am I going through this? You feel me? Because I wasn't spiritually advanced, even though I was born with the gift. Okay, I was not taking heed and I wasn't listening. And this is a thing in the past with me and God, is I always knew that we had a connection. I always knew I was special, and I always knew he was holding me even in my lowest and darkest places, but I would never give him the time of day. And how much that hurt God. I was trying so hard though, and he was trying, because God, he really tries to help us wake up. We have to get it, but it was destined for me too. And I'm so grateful that I did. I'm so grateful for, you know, me having to go through everything that I went through, because, you know, I had my son, my body, I'm going through changes. I just felt out of control in life, and I was out of control, but God definitely got me back into shape, and I'm so grateful. And I give all the gratitude and just, I give everything to him. I'm so grateful for him being in my life, because that really just changed everything around for me. You feel me? And ever since then, I don't take pills, I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't drink alcohol that much. I might drink a little bit, but I'm just not a man-made person kind of gal. Okay, but nature soul, nature gang, that's me. But other than that, you know, that was definitely a learning experience, and I just really felt led to express this with you guys. Once I started taking God more seriously, which is probably like a year going on 2 years ago, my life completely changed for the better. And I could not be so grateful and more thankful, you know, like just 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. If you're willing to go longer with God, he values that, because there's not many people who are believing in something that they cannot physically touch or see. There's not. People don't really believe in God. They believe in a God that's not really God, if that makes sense. Like, they don't really understand God. They just understand what people have said. Like, a lot of people have not really experienced God for themselves, and even if they have, they don't realize it, because they're not consciously aware. You have to be very conscious, very alert when God's speaking to you, but he will bring the message to you. Like, if you go to him and you ask him for something, he will answer you, but you have to be alert. You have to be listening, hearing, being still, aware of your surroundings, of what's going on, so he can speak to you and really like communicate with you. It's like, people don't really know God. A lot of people have not really experienced him, and I have. And I told him, like, you know, like, once you experience him, it's like there's no going back. You want to be with him forever. And I'm definitely getting, like, you know, we took off on this journey, and I'm so grateful for him. I love him so much, and I just wanted to open up to you guys and tell you about my experiences, you know, with battling and overcoming and defeating my demons in my life. And this is only part 1, so I'm so excited. Wow, like, just the way that God works. Like, right now, I'm always so shocked and amazed, because he knows that I've always wanted to make videos like this and have this second YouTube. Like, this is my baby. I'm so excited for the grind, and I'm just so excited and blessed to have you guys in my life. Like, you guys are my true supporters, my true friends. And just get ready for so many videos. I'm not going to tell you, okay, but just get ready for so many more videos where I'm going to be helping you, giving you tips and advice, and giving you my experiences in life. Okay, so I love you so much. I just saw 1212. If you guys believe in number synchronicity and angel numbers, I also am a Pisces sun. I have Pisces and Venus as well. And I read for Pisces, so if you would like to check that out, go ahead and check the link below for my other YouTube channel. Also, go ahead and check out my previous vlogs that I recently just uploaded, and just in case you like missed them or whatever. So yes, I love you guys so much. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Now I'm in the coop, counting dishes, try to tell you, didn't listen. Yeah, I'm coming up, I'm on a mission. It was all part of